Hey everybody, whenever you're watching from, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Today we're back in EU4 to continue the Madyas half campaign. And last we left off, we just finished our last war with with China. And we've gotten all of this stuff we want. And we finally unified the East Indies subcontinent, which would be like this entire region over here, which pretty much is just the entirety of Southeast Asia. And that's going to be our last bit of conquest until 1821. We have 21, well actually less than 21 years left within EU4. We can try and just speed 4 or speed 5 our way through. I am still gonna have to like manage some of the provinces and make sure that we get all of our buildings in before the conversion, but that's gonna be pretty much the only thing we have to do left, is just making sure that things don't fall apart, pretty much. And then when we're done with that, I'm probably gonna have a lot of time still on the stream after we reach 1821, so I'll show off a bit of the converter itself and some of the changes I did to the settings so that we have an idea of like what the world might look like. I might also generate some sample conversions first, just to see if like there are things that are broken that I have to fix later on, but that is the plan. Let's go to full screen here. And since I just stated a whole bunch of stuff, I should be able to accept some cultures now. So we have 3 out of 7, so we can promote like 4 more cultures here. So let's go ahead and accept the high dev ones. There we go. That's something we can use our Diplo for, and that actually used up a lot of Diplo, huh? I didn't realize that used up a lot of Diplo. I guess I don't have any discounts for accepted cultures. Also, we have to raise our diplomatic reputation because our annexation of Khmer is not going to start until we get to positive. So I'm going to go ahead and give where is it? Religious diplomats. The opinion of same religion and like country from others of the same religion doesn't really matter to us because we still can't ally anyone. But we need a diplo rep just so that our annexations can proceed. So we're gonna take this, and that should get us up to negative 0.66. And then now we just need an advisor, and I do believe we have a diplo rep advisor here, so we'll take him. I'm also gonna promote him all the way. Now once our national focus cooldown ends, I'm gonna go to admin focus so that I can core all of the provinces we just stated, because there's a lot of them. So aside from that, what do we spend our mill on? Because we have some extra mill. Also, the clergy just lost a whole bunch of land somehow. I don't know how that happened. Do I bother selling? Not really. I don't think it's that important. We have some centers of trade that we can upgrade. This one's level 1. Let's go ahead and upgrade that. Level 1. It's level 2, level 2. Oops. Okay, I missed one. We're gonna have to cycle. I have so much money that I can just like upgrade a whole bunch of these. Are these all level 2 now? Where's Patani? And then Ava. And aside from the centers of trade, I believe I can also give a whole bunch of states. Also, formalization of separation of powers. How does this do? Yearly prestige plus 0.5, parliament debate backing chance plus 3%. Ooh, that's nice. I'll take that. So, let's also give some seats here, which is pretty much all of our states. We're just gonna give a seat to like literally every province we have. If only there was like a macro builder for that over here, but unfortunately there's not. I have to like go through every province one by one to give them a seat. Oh gosh. I guess there's the map mode, so I can use the map mode to... Where's the map mode for government seats? There we go. Yeah, so we have a lot of seats to give out to get the bonuses. And this is going to make it so that we get a whole lot of bonuses. These are still being cored, it looks like. But yeah, like you can see, plus 10% production efficiency, plus 15% tax, plus 10% manpower, plus 10% sailors. Yeah, we're gonna get like so much more. Like these numbers are gonna go higher. And like our income right now is already pretty high. Like, what is it? We're at like 1,000 ducats a month net. When we unpause and go to the next month tick, that's gonna spike even higher. This one's being cored, being cored, being cored. This one's done being cored. It's gonna give a seat to every single province that we have stated. Okay, this one is... right, because this one's not stated yet because it's not completely cored yet. This one, state that, and the seat. Okay, we're here as well. This one is all... Not really all being... because it's... Yeah, all of them are like waiting for this one province. So I can't give a seat yet. Oops. Nope. I didn't mean to move. If only there was like thing in the macro builder for this, but I don't think they're gonna add that. Or like in the state view where you can just give seats to the entire state, if if that's possible. Like that'd be so much easier. I guess I could try and map a hotkey, but I'm not gonna bother trying to look for a hotkey for this right now. Okay, this is wasteland. So that's everything. These are still being cored. We still have to annex these two guys. Okay, I feel a sneeze. Excuse me. And the islands too, right? Because the islands are part of the These Indies. That doesn't, yeah, doesn't include that. It only goes up to here. Oh, God. My allergies are acting up again. Bro. Still over here as well. Okay, so that's all of this side done. Now we just have the rest of Sulawesi. Rest of Sulawesi and then I think Guinea. And then we can't give these ones because these are just territories. I think that's everything. I hope that's everything. Because I'm pretty sure the rest of this is already outside, so if I do the map mode, it should line up properly. And I didn't miss anything. Where's the subcontinent here? Over here. Yeah, I think that is everything. Okay. So we solved the Diplorep issue. Now that we have Diplorep, how much time does it estimate for this? 1839. Crap. Okay. That's a problem. It takes that long to annex them? Really? So that means even during the freaking... So when we convert, like, Khmer's not gonna be annexed yet. That sucks. That's a problem. There's not really a way for me to speed that up other than like get more Diplorep, I think. But we can't get any more. I don't know where else we can possibly get more. If you had some additional like Diplo Annex cost modifiers, but I don't think we have any that we can get. Yeah, we don't really have any other way to like speed that annexation up. That sucks. I was hoping I'd be able to annex them before before we have to convert. What else do we need to do before we unpause? There's those, I guess. Soldiers' households on that one. Everything has a manufactory already. Put a state house on this. There's a gems province, and I think it's paper glass or gems. I don't have any other. No, we do. There's another gems province here. Have any other gems or paper? No. Okay. There's the stock exchanges. For the dry docks, I don't think we have any. Oh, wait. No, the Maui and Tonga are in territory regions, so we don't need to put them there. But these ones, yeah, we don't need those. For the army, do we have any? Bahang, is that stated? That is technically stated. The value seems low though, or maybe that's just because of autonomy? It's probably just autonomy. Yeah, that's probably just autonomy, so... I'll go ahead and build that there. And then over here as well. Cool. Okay, that's within the stated territory, or its stated areas. And then the grand shipyards and the construction centers, there's going to be a lot. A naval battery in Manila. Or, okay, maybe build something else there that's more valuable. Guess I could build just a dock. Or a dry dock. Sure. Oh, wait, not. No, you know what? Yeah, we'll just go with the naval battery. Screw it. And then... Oh, actually no. I build a grand shipyard instead. So for the ones that have like, yeah, a lot of naval force limit addition to them. It's 1.4. That mean? Oh, because it already has the base one. It's just not upgraded yet. It goes all the way to really Cape. Really? Or maybe it's just because of the development. Lindy. Where is that? Okay, that's some of this stated area, so I guess we build shipyards all the way here. Up until Linyi. And then conscription centers. And build one here. This Senway. That's just it's still waiting on this group of provinces, I think, so I can't state it yet. Is the reason. I guess we can just build it already. We're definitely not gonna build it in Cape because that's gonna be a territory. No point in building it there. Anything else we need to build? I think that is it. Now for the mill. We want to spend our mill on something first? Or in pause? it's hopping up to 20 dev. Now it gets a building slot, so I can put a building there later. The mock. Does this have an edict? No, it does not have an edict. Go ahead and put an edict on that. Get it to be extremely cheap. Is this expanded? Yes. So the mock, I can't expand because I don't have admin, so we'll just hold it at 50 and we'll have to dev something else first. But it's busy building, so let's dev something else. Bali, I think, should be expanded already. No, it's not. Okay. Let's look for something else. East Timor? It's an additional building slot. Can build it over here though. So we have a trade station, Town Hall, University, Accounting House, shipyard. Yes, shipyard's fine. West Timor. That's enough. We're not overcapping anymore. How far are we from tech anyway? 5 years? Ugh. Any other building that we can... No, I think that's it. Okay, we can unpause. We can unpause now, I think. Hope. What is this stack doing here? The ships are over here. Do we have any other extra ships that we haven't sold yet? No. All of these are already protecting trade in the right places. I guess we just send the mercs over to the areas that have rebels that spawn. We got Manipuri separatists. Send that over here. 16. Wet. Why is this stack like this? What the hell? What? Oh, some of these stacks are not merged. Okay, I see. I see the issue. I see the issue. Where's this over here? 20. Go ahead and provoke these rebels. Also, let's see how our income shot up. Okay, it increased by like 0.02. But that should improve once the autonomy actually goes down, because some of these, or a lot of these provinces still have relatively high autonomy since they were stuck as territories for a long time. Hey Kairos. What's this campaign about? This is a campaign where I start as Madyas, I flipped to a pirate republic, and then I conquered the entirety of the East Indies subcontinent. And now I control this much. Pretty much the entire Pacific. And we're gonna convert this save over to Victoria 3. So we're just gonna get to 1821 first. And then we'll convert over, and then we're gonna continue the game in Victoria 3, pretty much. We basically just played as a pirate republic with the with arguably like the best naval focused starting nation in the game, which is like Madyas over here in the Philippines, with completely naval focused ideas. And then we formed Malaya doing that, and we're now known as Nusantara. Are there any other rebels? I think there are no more rebels, so I think we can just gather up the mercs to deal with any possible unrest while we stabilize, and while I core all of this land that we haven't stated. We're just stating now. Okay. Miss any other provinces in terms of buildings? Doesn't look like it. My mill is about to cap. We're still ahead by 4 years on mill. And we're gonna let this election event run so we can delay our next election. I guess it doesn't matter since Qingxi does have legendary pirates, so she's not gonna reduce her Republican tradition anyway. But I'll delay it anyway. Oh, actually no, never mind. I should not have delayed it. I overcapped. Whoops. Okay, we need to find some provinces to click. Let's go. Yeah, it was a pretty fun campaign. It's a bit hectic though because I went privateer's way, and so I had no allies for the entire game. I cannot make any allies because my government reform prevents me from doing so. And we pretty much finished our wars of conquest by fighting Shun over here. Which like we fought them like 5 times, I think. Which was really stupid because they have so much manpower. The funny thing though is we ended up like we started fighting them at 0 manpower and like almost 0 sailors because like we were like constantly having to fight them and Persia at the same time. But then at the end of our last conquest, we actually have like more manpower and sailors than we started with. So things definitely got out of hand very quick. Not quickly, but like at the end of the game, things got really out of hand. Okay, let's do some more clicks on... Do I want to click more on Timor? Really, you should be clicking this on Diplo, not Mill. Click Pahang. Is Pahang... Okay, we'll put an edict on that. Still almost overcapping. Let's find another province we can click. Is there in Ganu? Is this expanded? Okay, it's already been expanded. We can safely click that. Or mill. And then let's do Pahang again. Bali has not been expanded yet. Let's click Terengganu. Okay. Make sure we have universities everywhere because that does influence our starting literacy in Victoria 3. Still need to click in Pahang. And can we find another province? Okay. Got. Is this... Okay, this one already has an edict. But it's already 21 dev, though. It's really high. But I guess it's still cheap, so I might as well dev it up anyway. Okay. Chang over here. Let's pour some more provinces. $535. It's not expanded yet, so I guess we can do some clicks on it. Yeah. Some more. Do some more mill clicks. Rayong, is this expanded already? Yes, yes it is. Lavo, is Lavo expanded? Yep, okay. We're about to cap again. For these. And I actually missed the cooldown, so we can put focus on admin here, just so we can speed up pouring everything, because we still have a lot of provinces to go. And then for our mill, go ahead and click Lavo, and then Rayong. And Bangkok. Is Bangkok expanded? Yeah, it is. Okay. Good. And we got a building slot too. There's a soldier's household in it. There's lava that was freeze rate. Let's put another soldier's household on there. We'll take the innovativeness, that's nice. And I'll take the stab hit here. It's fine. I don't really want to take the Diplotech cost penalty. Expensive edicts, okay. Score some more. And then... Can I finally state these? Yes, I can. Okay. So, now that that's stated, we can also go ahead and put some seats. Parliament. Really get our bonuses going. Okay. Now pretty much we're just waiting for our subjects to get annexed, but it looks like there's not really a way for me to speed. Oh, actually, it's going faster. It said 1839 earlier. Now it's 1827. Could I maybe speed that up? No, I can't concentrate. I can't concentrate development. If I try to seize land, I think they might get pissed too much and I won't be able to annex them? Maybe? Question mark? Let's see. I did give them like full complete states, so kind of weird to it's gonna be border gory, but I guess it's like just to make them get annexed faster. Which one increases liberty's desire the least? Or maybe like just not at 50, right? Yeah, give a lot of parliament seats. We're not running absolutism anyway. Since we're playing a pirate republic, we have no absolutism to speak of, so I don't mind giving seats to everything and just take the bonuses for the provinces. So this one is 30%. This one's 115. Okay. Oh, it does tell me the estimated end results. So this one's like 23, 23, 0. 83, 33, 58, 0, 63, 3, 28, 0, 28, 0. Okay, so the biggest one that I can take, I think, is the one that has like the highest liberty desire. That's not above 50. Which was, I believe, this one. Rain, of course, like 33%. The rest is pretty low. Yeah, we'll take the one that's like 33%. Where's it? Where is it? Rainacor. So we can seize this. Their liberty desire goes up, but they still like me enough, so progress towards annexation should still progress. And since I took that land, I think that should speed it up to 18. Okay, it's 1825 now. Or is the estimate different? It was 1827 earlier. Okay. So that's good. And we can just wait for that to decay. Hopefully it decays fast enough. Hopefully it decays fast enough that we can seize land again. Just to speed things up. And then that way we might be able to annex them before 1821. And then for mill, 3 years, 3 more years, 3 more years of like clicking mill slowly so that we don't overcap. Let's do a click on Rayong. Okay, Pahang, and then we have to stop there because we're gonna have to like increase or expand infrastructure there. Yamdena. Gonna add a building slot there. And let's put a dry dock on that. We need to expand the infrastructure in order for me to put down a impressment office on that one. Okay, we'll take the increased base tax. I'm actually not gonna exploit tax dev like I did like at the very beginning of the campaign, because I realized like the dev does influence wealth values and like overall pops in the conversion, so probably want to keep development relatively high, even if it means like having tax income. And like really like the old strat of like exploiting tax dev is just outdated anyway, so I should not have been doing that anymore. Okay, what do you have here? Wait, this one doesn't have a farm estate. Ooh, that's not good. This one should have a farm estate, and then I need to remove something. Let's remove the temple. And then since this one's expanded, we should be able to put a soldier's household in it. Hey William, the Wolfman. I don't know if you can really call this a tall game considering I have this much land. Like, I played a nation, or like even like a government that was meant to be played tall, but I went white. So I don't know if this is still tall gameplay at this point. Need another mill click here. Nganu. That gives me another building slot. And what do we have here? We have fish. I can delete the temple. We can put in an impressment office and then also a dry dock. Delete the temple. Actually, just delete the temple now. So we can put the dry dock in later. Pour some more. And then let's do another couple of mill clicks. Skeda expanded. Infrastructure, yes. Bridge dev. Okay. And then we have some rebels over in Shan. 1622. Okay, it's gonna spawn here. The troops are already there. Just provoke that. So we don't have to deal with it. And then for the mill, let's find another. I guess we just keep clicking Kedah since it's the cheap one. And then where's the next province we can mill click for? Bangkok. I guess Bangkok once we are close to capping again. For that. Actually, how much is this now, right? 611. I guess I don't need to wait. I don't need to wait for the full 3 years. As long as it's just below 600, I think we can just take it. Which I think on the next year, it should be cheap enough. If it's already 611 now. Okay, there's Champasak. That does extend my Diplo rep thing, which sucks. I didn't do the synced annexation with them and Champa. I was too lazy to do it. But that's fine. I guess we can try and seize something else here that's like not super expensive on Liberty. No, never mind. The Liberty Desire is just high enough still. Have to wait for that to decay. Okay, January. I think this should be cheaper now. 531. Okay, we can pay for this now. And then I think, okay, Diplotech, we still can't pay for it. It's a bit expensive, so we'll wait on that one. But we can spend our Diplo on other things. Although I might just Diplo click some of the more valuable trade goods that we have. Penang. Sure. Tropical wood. Score some more. And then for the debate, actually can we get Diplo rep from debates here? So this one gives stability and Republican tradition. 50 mil power, Navy tradition, okay, trade efficiency. Do we have anything for Diplo rep? Oh shit! Annex subjects will be removed from Nusantara, and for the next 10 years, Diplo rep plus 10. Okay, bruh, there's one for that. Okay. I'm actually gonna bribe for this. Is this for mercantilism? Yeah, that's fine. Losing mercantilism at this point is like fine. We can pay for it. Anything. 18 admin power we don't really want. 2 corruption. 2 corruption is fine. I think 2 corruption is fine. Yeah. I lose 5 army tradition. I mean, it sucks. But at this point, since we're not going to war with anyone, army tradition doesn't really do anything for us anymore. So I can pay that. I don't want to lose Diplo power. I don't want to lose mill power either. Inflation, we do have inflation reduction. Yeah, we have inflation reduction, so we can pay for that. I was campaign was with Western Persia was fun. They have a lot of unique stuff now, right? We're going like it's much easier to actually be Zoroastrian as Persia now instead of like trying to release Yazd and then forming it as Yazd, which is kind of insane to do. Also, they get like their unique government thing as well. What else can we pay for here? 10 influence on the quartermasters. 94 influence. I think I can afford that. 78. Okay, definitely not reform progress. We're trying to get our last government reform here. Okay. Actual bribes, just 4,000 ducats. We can definitely pay for that. Allow use of national crown lands. Sure, we can give crown land. Since we're not really using absolutism, that's fine too. Is there anything else we can pay for? Lose 12,000 manpower. Well, we're not using that manpower anyway. So sure, why not? No, I don't want to grant autonomy. Enact radical reforms. Do stab. Fuck no, what the hell? 5 prestige. I think we're aiming... Oh, okay, no, never mind. I thought we were positive on prestige gain. What else? What else can we... Lose 13,000 sailors. We're earning 5,600 a month now. We're not using them, so I think we can afford that. And then 95% is good enough, I think. Yeah, 95% is good enough. We can get that done on the next tick, I think. And then for my diplomats, so we're already improving. Yeah, we'll just improve with our subjects for now. We also don't really need the spy network in Shun anymore. Angry man, what is this? Lose base tax production and manpower from one state. Oh, but then Australia gets liberty desire. Or revolutionary ideas will spread to ranking. Excuse me. That's fine. We need to put an army over there though. Put an army over there. And then... Oh, it's just unrest actually. Yeah, that's fine. Like, we can just take this option because the revolution does not affect us at all since we don't have absolutism. Part of our nation. Is this because of the... Oh, because I made the temple. Okay. So what happens here? Brahmins gain 10 loyalty. Our admin advisor leaves our court. Why? Let's make for powerful capital. Lose 3 unrests. I don't really want to put my capital there. Can I do this? And then do this and then... Oh! What the... It said admin, why is it the Diplo guy who's gone? What the... Okay, I have to hire this guy again. I think that killed my Diplo rep. Yeah, that did. Although I think because this one's already in progress, it's still gonna move on. It's just gonna be really slow. We need to roll another Diplo rep guy. We need to roll another Diplo rep guy because of that. Fuck. It's an annoying event. Aren't they all... Okay, all my... Yeah, all my fleets are already there. Why are you in... Ah, this is from... I think from Champa. I forgot to change where they're protecting. So you should be protecting in the Polynesian Triangle. Yeah, Zoroastrian purchase pretty over, especially with the Bakum. Do 10% extra discipline. Yeah, that's the unique one over in Baku, right? Okay, Diplo rep guy. Go ahead and fix that. Oh man, that sucks. We lost our... Right, because that one missionary was from the that one missionary was from the freaking... whatchamacallit? Parliament debate. Talking about this one, right? Bakwa Teshga. Yeah, 10% discipline is insane. Plus the fire damage and fire damage received. Like, what the hell? Okay, let's do some clicking here. To make sure every province has a town hall to reduce the gov costs, also universities. Make sure we don't miss those. Oh right, also, I should state this. Should state that and also delete the fort here and give out a seat. There we go. Are these from the... Okay, so these are all the units we got from our subjects. I'm gonna put my armies on drill. We're gonna try and get some professionalism going. Even though we're not gonna go to war anymore, I might as well. For these Diplo... more Diplo clicks. You can click more. Lie. Oh, this is... Holy crap, this is so cheap. Did my distribution change any low? Okay, the lowest one is 2% here. I think when we annex Khmer should spike up, so we're probably gonna swap around some accepted cultures. Speaking of, can I seize land on them again without making them rebellious? 82, 82, 57. We could maybe go for the ones that are 57% later. Because by then, the Liberty Desire should have decayed. I could also increase my... we could make more troops. We could make more troops and then just scare them into it. Make more troops, make use of my massive force limit. Actually, I wonder if the naval force limit would play into that as well. I think it does. Does relative army power also take into account? I'm guessing not, since it says army power. It probably does not take into account navy. Hey, Spar. Yeah, the world is going fine. I said I was gonna speed through it, but it's actually still slow because I'm making sure I don't overcap on my monarch power, and also like making sure that I'm building the last few buildings in the provinces that still have space in them. Make sure we don't miss any of those because those buildings are going to be converted as well. So kind of important. Core of this. Some more town halls in. Do we have any? Okay, we still have some places that don't have manufactories. We have to make sure that those get fixed. We have a gems province that's open that doesn't have a state house yet. No, okay. And stock exchanges. I didn't build those. The stock exchanges are like more valuable now just because they convert into trade stations in the next game. Okay. Actually, did I ever move my... Okay, I did move my home node to Malacca. We're gonna get more monarch power from this. 979. Okay. Also, are we still not here? Okay, we still have like a few more for that reform. Let's click some diplo. Buy-in. Is this expanded? I don't think this one is. Oh, heck, it's not even cord. Okay, 30 development for it. So it has been expanded. Okay. Let's put the edict on. Get it to 20 dev. Gives me another slot. Honestly, we just put the stock exchange on. That works. And then let's do a couple more clicks. Surabaya. That one is expanded as well, right? Okay. Also, you have space for something else. What do we put on you? I guess I can put like another conscription center. They don't really have any bonuses to cav, so I'm just gonna delete the cav. Also, I'm gonna make another general here. Funny thing is the generals also get converted apparently, so we might have a lot of extra generals in the next game. Gonna look a bit stupid. This is 619 right now. I think on the next year we can pay for Diplotech. Should be cheap enough. It's gonna be for Sweden because I ride the Norse Northern Smith, so we're trying to get the trigger so I can move to Norse. Yeah, the chance for that is like really low, right? Okay, we can pay for this now. I don't have to worry about my monarch power capping anymore. I was doing research on that too because I might do my next I'm thinking my next half campaign is either like Norway, trying to do that same thing, which is revive the Norse, or Brandenburg into Prussia, into Germany, and basically have a unified Germany in Victoria 3. That's at the game start rather than having to unify it in Victoria 3. So those are like my options, or also just Milan into Italy and have like a unified Italy at the start of Victoria 3. Those are my options for the next half campaign. Because I don't want to play in Asia again. Like, I do have an idea for playing as Ming and then converting that into Victoria 3. Basically, what happens if like Ming actually modernizes before Victoria 3 starts. But I don't want to play in Asia again so quickly after finishing this one. But yeah, when I was like looking stuff up for the next half campaign, I also looked up the Norse revival thing. The mean time to happen on that is like really low. And the only way you can really influence whether it speeds up or not is you have to go religious ideas, I think, is the only thing you can do. I don't know if there's like something else. I don't remember. I'll have to check it out again. But imagine the Norse in Victoria 3 and then you still have slavery. You do a slavery run with them. It's gonna be so dumb. Okay, let's see if I can seize another province from them. 26%. It's actually not decaying as fast as I would like. I did delete troops though. Let's go ahead and increase the stack number on this. So I think I need... This one, we're just gonna have like normal infantry for this. Oops, too many. That's one too many infantry. Where did you build the infantry actually? There we go. Some more town halls, universities, manufactories, and Ava has a slot for another manufactory, huh? The stock exchange there, because it looks like it already had one. And then we have no more places for coastal batteries. Demak will produce glass. Hold up. What is it producing now? It's producing cotton. It becomes glass? That's... I'm okay with that, actually. I'm okay with that because that means I can build a state house over here now. And that's gonna be the manufactory for that one. Let's make a template actually so I can build this faster. Up 26. Whoops. Estonia. Egypt has announced me as a rival. Okay. And we can finally get our last government reform. Where's Estonia? Revolutionary Estonia. Okay. Interesting. And finally, we have our last government reform, which we're gonna do Unified Piratical Confederacy, which gives us state governing cost minus 50%, which should help counteract most of the, the 75% penalty that we get from being the base pirate republic. We get 75% there. So that brings it down to minus 25% or plus 25%, which we pretty much cancel out with the town halls. So you're gonna see my gov cap be healthy for once. Once I click this. Go ahead, take that. And once I get the month tick, it should fix our gov cap situation. Very soon, when it reduces the cooldown time for the. Oh yeah, okay. So you still have you could also get excommunicated, but like I don't know how you could encourage the Pope to excommunicate you, or like the papal controllers to excommunicate you as Norway or as the Scandinavians, because you're pretty far from like the action, right? Look at that. Look at that. Now that we canceled out the state governing cost penalty, we're actually at like healthy gov cap levels, bro. And that should also fix my income slightly, since we're not paying for a stupid amount in state maintenance and advisors as well. Yeah, Egypt went ham this game. Egypt is pretty strong. Actually, they have their unique government. They should have the unique government. I don't know if they've done the thing that gives them because their unique government interactions with the Egyptian government form allows them to change to Western troops, Western tech group troops. I don't know how I can check that though. But they are pretty strong. If you look at the great power list right now, they are beating me by like 1 dev. Actually, no, we can fix that. I can just dev. We'll fix that. Hold on. Also, let me grab a general here. Can I maybe seize land from my subject again? And then maybe we okay, we have some provinces that are like 54, so we can wait for that to decay. Wait for that to decay, but right now, like, Egypt just beats me by 1 dev, which is nothing. Once I annex Khmer, we're gonna overtake them. Other than that, yeah, Westphalia is pretty big. Revolutionary Hungary is pretty big. Jaunpur is gonna be really strong as well when you convert. Great Britain. I have a feeling. Excuse me. I have a feeling that Great Britain might explode. Unless they end up having a government reform that lets them not spawn with national supremacy. Because they did eat a chunk of Spain here, which is not cool. But at the very least, like, all their colonies over in South America are independent, so that's good. I think the only thing they have left is Newfoundland and the Caribbean. Okay, end of revolution in Lithuania. They released Greece, Nuremberg, and Astrakhan. Interesting. Yeah, this timeline is really wacky. What is this? Infantry cost minus 20%. 20% chance to lose 1 stability. I guess we can just increase naval. I mean, we're a pirate republic state anyway, so I think it makes sense to focus naval. I can maybe do another. Yeah, we have like so much force limit. I'm gonna crank out another army, and hopefully that lowers the liberty desire of my subject, since they see my army's big. Also, now that we actually have all of our reforms, I can start spending my government reform progress into centralizing states. Although we don't really need it now, because we also have just a lot of gov cap to work with. Okay, put some more manufactories down. Let's get rid of this. Japan is preparing to attack Kamchadals. They're still alive? I would have thought that Russia would take them, but I guess Russia is kind of busy getting partitioned again. Mongolia actually got big, okay. Mongolia started like over here. Like they just have this province and they just like have one province over here. I guess they got busy. Ever since they became a tributary of Shun and not an ally of Shun, I guess they just got busy, started eating up the rest of Russia. Russia, I think, has been partitioned like 4 times in this timeline. Are you going to fix the borders before converting the gains of Victoria? We'll see. Probably not, actually. I might just keep some of the small nations. I mean, there's not that many of them left. There's not that many of the small nations left, really. So, there's not much border cleaning that I might need to do. We'll see. We'll see how bad it looks like. Oh crap, of course you give me an event that increases their liberty desire right now and I'm trying to take their land so I can annex them faster. Thanks game, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot game. Do I have a discounted guy here? No, I'll just take the morale of armies, whatever. Let's get rid of these edicts. Oh, what's their liberty desire right now? 23. Well, it goes to 41. There goes the seized land play. We're gonna have to wait for that to decay again. But yeah, I don't think there's that many borders that we need to fix. There's nothing too egregious. I guess the HRE is egregious right now. They're the only thing left that's egregious. But they're gonna explode when the conversion happens anyway. Yeah, I think the borders are gonna be fine. Probably. Probably. At the very least, like, I've noticed that the AI in Victoria 3 does play a bit more aggressively sometimes now, so they might just clean the borders themselves when we convert. So it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Lose loyalty? Yeah, that's fine. Lose loyalty influence is fine. Keep coring this. I'll let that event run. I'm so happy that we got Qingxi actually as our leader because that means we can maintain our Republican tradition for once. We were sitting on like we were sitting on 50 for so long. Oh, and I think she's gonna be like 58. As long as she doesn't die, she's gonna be 58. She's gonna be our leader in Victoria 3, so that's pretty cool. Mill. Need to click mill. Click mill. Click mill. We have this province, I guess. Do I have the edict there? Or I guess the edict doesn't matter at this point as well. I'll just click. I'm not gonna click beyond 15 though because we are still saving our admin for pouring because we've still got quite a few provinces to go. Okay, Pang I can't click. Whole Hawaii. Naval supplies are more of a valuable trade good than not a valuable trade good, so click something else. Click Belitung. Rebels for Champasak. just have our mercs on that. Yeah. Great. Our Diplo's about to come now too. Put a dry dock there. Take them on our power there. Some provinces don't have counting houses yet, so we should build that. Is this a state? I'm guessing this is a state. Hold on. Where is this? Blocka. Oh, I guess I put one there already. Oh, does this not have... Bro, how do I not have a manufacturing on this thing? What the hell? Yeah, let's fix that. It should be a manufacturing. It's a spice. Get it up to 15. Nice, okay. Annexed objects will be removed from Nusantara. And we get the additional Diplo rep. How fast are we annexing now? Please tell me before 1821. 1814, yes! Okay, we're gonna annex Khmer in time. That's good. I don't want to have to try and annex them and do like a Diplo play to annex them in the next game. I want... I'll take the army tradition. That's just gonna decay though. Mill. Mill click. I need something to click for mill. Okay. We stop there. Or some more provinces. Yeah, sure. We'll put a stock exchange. That's gonna be a trade station. Wait, let me just double check. These are all territories still. For the provinces outside of the East Indies, subcontinent that I control, we're gonna leave them as regular territories up until the end of the game. When we're at 1821, just before converting the save, that's when I'll turn them all to trade company provinces. Just because it's a lot more efficient within the EU4 to just have them be regular territories than also be trade company provinces, since at least they benefit from the bonus that the trade company gives to the trade node, all the provinces in the trade node. And also just more efficient in terms of government capacity. But once we convert over, we're going to put them into trade company provinces so that the converter turns them into a charter company subject. This is a Diplo click for sure. Ah, wait. Did I don't think I expanded Bali yet. Ooh, that was bad. We're gonna it's gonna be hard to track that. Uh-oh. There's also overcapping on mill. Chaya? Chaya, I think, is expanded. So I think I can just click on it. Yeah. Get it up to 20. And then that lets me put in investment office. a manufacturing on that one. Why is it telling me that I have a furnace available? I'm pretty sure I've put a furnace down on everything that has coal already. So I don't know what's up with that. Also, let me find another thing to click for mill here. Let's get pang up to 15 and then Belitung. Get up to 15 as well. We're almost there. Oh my god. There's still so many more provinces, bro. What the hell? They're also like asking me for access even though I'm not even... I guess I should give... I could give them access for them to attack Manipur, but I don't care. I'm just gonna be isolationist here at this point. Screw your wars. If it's in Australia, you should click include for their furnace to show. I think I already built their furnace. Because their coal provinces are... Oh! Oh, they just got this one. Yeah. Okay, okay. Because I remember I put the furnace... Oh, no. Never mind. I thought I put the furnace here. Never mind. Okay, let's just put the furnace there. I don't think they had it earlier. Did they... Oh, they also have this one. But this one's like... I guess I can click this for them and then we build the furnace for them, huh? I can't expand for them. The next building slot's in 30. And they did not build the freaking furnace. Are you serious? Well, that's your problem, Australia. Ah, crap. Oh, we need to overcap the mill again. Fuck. What can we click for mill? These ones are already capped. I have to click Diplo to get them. And they're all already at 10 manpower. It's fine. Bangkok, I guess. 10 is already pretty high. Pahang still needs to get expanded. Do you have anything that's like... Tagade. This one expanded already. It's not. We can't expand it yet because I'm still coring stuff. Yamdana? That works. Also, where were the rebels? Where did they spawn? Oh, are you serious? Over here? Okay, we'll just get the mercs to deal with that then. I didn't notice that was already gonna rebel. Whoops. My bad. Actually, did I not state? I guess I should state this. Okay, what do you have here? Inscription Center, Tropical Wood. Delete the temple, and then let's put up a... Since it's Tropical Wood, we put down the impressment office. And honestly, you could get rid of the conscription center, actually. We'll build a dry dock. We still need to click mill again. Some of the provinces are like cheap enough that even after I click them a couple of times, we're still close to overcapping. I'll take the Diplo. That one. definitely in the next half campaign, we're gonna be more deliberate with what we're... Oh my god, Russia. Russia is so screwed. In the next half campaign, we're definitely gonna be a lot more deliberate with what we are developing in the provinces, because I think it makes more sense to evenly distribute development in like 10-10-10 and then just have the provinces be 30 dev, because that's kind of like the top end of like having a lot of pops be generated in that province when we convert, and also like having them be relatively wealthy, or just having the province itself be relatively wealthy, not the pops themselves. It'd be crazy if you have like 30 that many pops and they're all rich. That's kind of nuts. Else to click. It's not 15 dev, please. No, Chai is already, yeah, Chai is already 20 or 10 mil. Okay, this one. And let's score some more here. Can we get anything else? Stock exchanges. They're gonna be trade stations. Oh, I built the furnace for them. Okay, Diplo rep guy half cost. Sure, we'll take it. Or never mind, we're not gonna take it because I can't promote him. Can't promote him. Mill. What do we click? What do we click here? Gonna get some grain. Or live. Actually, I don't think we have livestock in this entire region, do we? Alright, let's get this province to like 50 and then we'll go to the next one. And then 15. Marta is already at 10. Manpower. Rangat's 21. It's not at... I'm pretty sure this one's already expanded. I guess I could just dump here, get it up to 10. $27 dev. Finally, no more scroll bar. We're almost done coring everything. Let's see. Yeah, everything already has a seat, apart from Khmer itself. What else was I gonna check? The manufactory there. Porcelain's not included in this, right? Favorite glass or gems, yep. Why am I getting a trade dispute against Greece? Excuse me? What? Why do I have a trade dispute CB against Greece? What are they doing? Vassal of Arabia. Oh! Egypt turned to Arabia. What? Okay, did they still get their Okay, they still have their Egyptian government. And because they rivaled me, they are embargoing me and then they vassalized Greece. And that's why, okay, I see. I see what's happening. Now I get why I got a trade conflict CV against them. Okay. Claims on... Sorry, bro, I don't want to go to war anymore. I'll go to war in the next game, not here. Okay, Burgundy is the Emperor, but I'm pretty sure they're really small. So that's not going to help the HRE situation. They're still very likely going to explode when you convert. Okay, I need to click something here before we unpause because we're gonna overcap. Okay, this one's not expanded yet, so I don't want to dev that. Can we get something that's... is this one? I think this one should be expanded. No, it's not. Okay, never mind. What's the next thing I can click here? I guess my Diplo and Mill are relatively even. I should just... you know what? We should just arrange by total development rather than dev cost. I think that might be easier. So get the provinces up to 15 dev at least, so they're ready to be expanded, and then we'll continue developing them. Since I'm not using my monarch power for anything else at this point. Also making sure that we're not missing any buildings that we can construct that are actually going to be useful, like that soldier's household of that Rain province. Stock exchanges on... Do they already have counting houses? I guess they do. I guess they do, huh? Sure, why not? Production efficiency, okay, nice. Okay, we're almost done. One more, just one more province to fully core. Naval hegemon. Okay, hold on. I think we can do something really silly. We can do something really silly here. We're already economic hegemon. What do they require for naval hegemon? I hate that it doesn't let me know what they need for that, but I think what we can do is we can make them ineligible for it by just building to our naval force limit, which right now is like 1,300. So if we're gonna follow my usual ratio, yeah, we just spam out this template until we're at force limit. And then I think as long as our navy is large enough, they can't claim naval hegemon either, even though I'm already economic hegemon. Oops. And then the reason we're using the heavy ships and galleys is because I think the counter for the naval hegemon is like you need to have a navy of a certain size and also more heavy ships, or like a decent amount of like heavy ships. Why is it more... Why is it... Oh, it's... Huh? Okay, I don't know. I don't know why the Spice Islands are yellow on that one. But we'll see if they we'll see if they lose naval hegemon after all of those heavy ships pop out. we're just gonna cuck them from naval hegemon after we took economic hegemon from them. And see how see how they deal with that. That make them ineligible? I think it's still... They might still be gaining. Yeah, they're still gaining power. Is it not enough? Maybe I need to build more. Also, my mill is climbing really fast. No! Qingxi died! No! That was so early though. She's like... She's 51. She's not even that old yet, man. What the fuck? Here goes our legendary pirate dude. I was hoping she'd be our leader in Victoria 3. That would be so funny. Well, we're just gonna extend this. We'll let the game auto take the 411 since our admin does need to catch up. In the meantime, let's look for another province to click. Paper will now be produced in Sagaing. Where is that? Over here. Paper, we're gonna lose the plantation. I'm gonna put the state house in. Or not. Is there already a state house here? Oh, because there's a gems province here. I guess it doesn't matter then. Let's just put the mill. And okay, that's one way to spend our mill as well. I could probably crank out another half stack here. Oh, yeah, definitely like more because her force limit's also 726. Actually, I did not check. How do we compare now that we've stabilized our nation and things are not like on the edge of gov cap and like we can actually state our provinces and stuff. So in terms of army quality, we have like 120% discipline, which is we did end up focusing on navy because we were a pirate republic. We're behind on morale. Oh, because I had expansion of zealotry? I guess I took it because I don't have any neighbors that are Hindu. Never mind, I have a neighbor who's Hindu now, but I didn't have one earlier. Maybe we should remove that when we can. But with this flipped to plus 5% when we're actually at war, I think we do reach 10 point something. I guess it's not too bad. In terms of army, we actually don't have the highest force limit. Just at 726, but that's kind of expected, I think. For manpower though, we have so much more manpower than the next one. That's nice. For naval quality, it's not even close. Like, straight up, we started as the strongest naval, the nation with the strongest naval ideas in the game, and we just formed like a partial upgrade by forming Malaya. But because we took maritime and naval ideas, we actually have like so much stuff for Navy. And yeah, like once our force limit, I see. So because their total ships are like 605 right now. If I actually built to force limit, they will lose naval hegemon, I think. So let's go ahead and do that. I don't want them being a naval hegemon, actually. So we're gonna go ahead and recruit a whole bunch of ships here. Just to be petty. Just to be petty, we're just gonna deny a naval hegemon from Britain. I should probably build this in my capital, huh? Because my capital, I think, builds these really fast. Yeah. Okay. And then for our deity, nice, goods produced plus 10%. We don't need the CCR and the AE impact anymore. We could take the Diplo rep just to speed up the annexation, but we're almost done. Yeah, we're almost done actually, so it doesn't matter. What makes sense here? Construction cost? We don't need discipline and siege ability either because we're not going to war. Actually, no, we'll take a missionary strength since I think we're almost done. Yeah, we're almost done with these, so we could take missionary strength here just to speed it up. We're just playing defensive now. War against the world, against the papal state. Cool. They got released again, I guess. They're probably gonna get eaten up again. And disappear. We'll take the free stab. I do like that. And Arabia's dev shot up again. Did they eat someone? Or is it because they took... Okay, there's Khmer. There's Khmer. Let's go ahead. We'll arrange this to half 26. I think we're gonna new general. And then delete the cav stock. We don't need that. Are these their ships? I think these are their ships. Oh, I'm just gonna delete the transports. And then we should be able to state these now. State that, and we're gonna give a whole bunch of seats. Okay, is that everything? Does everything have a seat now? Yes. And with that, we're gonna go and build up all of these town halls. So just make sure we catch up on the rest of our buildings, and then I think we just speed 5 all the way after. While we're doing that, so we're just gonna keep making more ships to get up to naval force limit. We're not actually gonna have the navy in Victoria 3 because the way the converter works, because units in Victoria 3 are tied to buildings. The buildings recruit the pops that will be included in your army and your navies. This army and navy that I have right now is actually not going to get converted because the units here are not tied to buildings. So the way around that is that I changed the building map in the configuration files so that some of the buildings that I built in these provinces are going to be associated with naval bases. And then that's what's going to generate a navy for us in the next game. Which is kind of why it's very important that I'm on top of like the buildings that we are putting in our provinces, because the default settings for the converter, the only things that count for the conversion are these manufactories over here. I changed the files so that everything here is mapped to something with the exception of ramparts and the temple line. So the way it looks like, and it's actually really good timing with the Victoria 3 DLC that just came out because they added trade stations. So now like this entire marketplace line, the stock exchange, trade depots and marketplaces, actually makes a lot of sense to just map that to trade centers in Victoria 3. So that was really good timing on them. So these are trade stations. The town halls and courthouses I have mapped to government administration, although the government administrations are a bit weird with the converter. I'm not exactly sure if they actually count for that. I think the converter has like a different logic for generating government administration. Universities are obviously tied to universities. And then the docks and dry docks, I have them attached to ports. Shipyards and grand shipyards are attached to shipyards, obviously. Then the entire building line over here for the barracks, training fields, regimental camps, and conscription centers are all tied to barracks at Victoria 3. So this is how you get your army. And then for the naval bases, coastal defense, naval battery, and impressment offices are naval bases. So that's how we get our navy. I think the workshops and the counting houses I had tied to I had them tied to tooling workshops, and I think counting houses specifically are also tied to construction centers. It kind of doesn't make sense, but I just wanted a way to like boost the number of construction centers for everyone, since like you can rely on the EU4 AI to actually build this stuff, so that at least helps them as well with the when we convert. Mutiny. Lose one stab. I can afford to lose one stab. That's fine. The forts, I have them tied to barracks as well. So these are also going to be part, like this entire army and defense is going to be part of getting your army. And then I edited the what the manufactories were tied to in Victoria 3. Just added like more buildings mapped to these. We'll take the professionalism here. Get a town hall in. Oh, that's a lot of... Yeah. Okay, Khmer did not build... My subject didn't build universities at all. What the fuck, dude? Why? Why did you not do that, dude? We'll lose the money, that's fine. I have so much money. It doesn't even matter. But yeah, because Arabia shot up on development, we didn't end up catching them when we annexed Khmer, which is unfortunate. But that's fine. The two games calculate for great power very differently anyway, so it's not a big deal. But yeah, I think right about now is when we can like speed 5 because we're not really doing anything else. other than making sure the buildings are being built. I guess I can have my diplomats be let's do that. Oh, we don't have any outraged countries. We only have one subject right now, so I can just leave one diplomat there, and then the rest could be on neighboring. Yeah, but now we're speed 5ing it. So we should get there in no time. It is kind of slowing down when it is kind of slowing down when I have it on speed 5, huh? We'll let the event run. Just let them re-elect that. And let's get some more stock exchanges down. This counting house. And then we have rebels for Khmer. Actually, hold on. Let's move our troops. I'm gonna put all of the mercs. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna put all of the mercs over in this area. Just so they can deal with the rebels when they spawn. Also, did they make Great Britain ineligible for... Yep, they did end up losing power. Okay, I can see the requirement now. So, does Great Power have a fleet equal to or larger than 500? All other Great Powers have less heavy ships than Great Britain. 208. We have how many heavy ships right now? You have 210. You're gonna have to push higher. And the thing is, I have a higher force limit than they do by so much more. So even if they build, like, yeah, we're just cucking them from from naval hegemon, just for fun, just because like we have nothing better to do. Let's just build the full 1,000 ships, huh? And this is a nice deterrent too, because like the AI is gonna see this and they're just not gonna declare war on me ever. Not that they ever did anyway. Because I'm pretty sure I never got into a defensive war, actually. If I remember correctly, I don't think anyone actually attacked me throughout the entire game, despite the fact that I did not have any allies to protect me. Yeah, we'll take the stat hit, that's fine. What is this? Ahead of time, 2 years. Can I pay for it? 496, 640, 556. No, we can wait. We can wait for that. That's no problem. Okay, start debate. What do you want here? We don't really need the Diplo rep now. Yeah, we don't need the Diplo rep now because we're not really trying to annex anyone. So, in terms of useful things here... Autonomy change? Do we have provinces that are... Oh, we still have a lot of provinces that are not on low autonomy. I'm gonna go ahead and lower that. I think the AI almost never attacks the player. Let's see the AI being more aggressive. The AI will attack you if they see you as weak. So if you're having experience where like the AI is just not attacking you, it's probably because they can see that you are very much stronger than they are. You can improve it though. I think there's like there are mods for changing the AI. I was actually looking into the exorbitant AI mod, but like I wanted to modify that one to just not have any of the additional AI cheats that it gives and just have it be like They just have the same thing that the player has. Exactly. But I could not find in the documentation like how to edit that thing, so I didn't bother with it. But I'm pretty sure that the AI will attack you if they feel like you are not strong enough to fight them. What did we get for this? Like the debate doesn't even matter anymore at this point. Because we can just get trade efficiency, I guess. Just get more money. Well, actually, no, we could get stab, and also because we have the rotten burrow thing. Sure, why not? And then for the admin, I think for the admin we can start expanding administration on our provinces here that I missed out on. So if we arrange this by development, then we go down to the ones that are below or very close to 15. Those are the ones that we left. I think I might have one that's like 18. Is this not expanded? Or should I just do the expanded this map mode? I'll probably just do this map mode, huh? Or actually, hold on. This is the problem with like having too many with having this many provinces. I have to like scroll down here. Did I expand Kuching? Okay, I did. It might be, okay, it might be the 16 dev ones, huh? I kind of wish we just had the expand infrastructure button here too. Because like, what's gonna happen here is like, I have to click out of this in order to click this province to expand infrastructure on it. And then I have to go back here and then I have to scroll back down. Ah! Oh my god, dude. This is kind of why, like, it's really better that we dev and then immediately expand rather than not doing it earlier, but I had to not do it earlier. Okay, this one was already expanded. What's the next one? This one. Oh my god. A lot of these. Okay, we'll put it down on 4 speed, so at least we're still moving. I can't do this on 5 speed because it's gonna lag so hard. Chiang Mai. Is this one expanded? It is. Okay. Do we have troops over there? Yeah, we do. Okay. Where's the other province here? Katha. Is Katha expanded? Should I just pay for this? I think I should just pay for this. Okay, we're gonna pay for it. Pay for the mill as well. Diplo, I think we'll have to wait. But at the very least, I can I can go through these while still moving the game along. Chiang Mai, Kappa, Ternate. Did I not? I'm pretty sure I expanded Ternate already. No? Pretty sure this is like one of the first things I expanded. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna use map mode. It's probably much easier to do it in this map mode actually. Trying to find like every single province that I haven't expanded yet. Oh, this one's a double, okay. Okay, hold on. Why is your Liberty Desire high? What? Better diplomatic technology, plus 5%. Tariffs, Dreams of Liberty. Okay, we just take that. And, oh, that's actually the last tech. Okay, nice. That's actually the last tech. That should fix their Liberty Desire, yep. And actually, what's their attitude right now? They're still loyal, okay. Only one more year, guys. Like, one more year. Also, I should see if everything has... I do wonder if the converter is going to look at buildings that are still under construction and include them in the conversion. Trading in ivory, okay. I'm also gonna have like so many generals in the conversion too. It's gonna be so silly. We'll pay for it. With that. How many generals do I have, actually? 11? Okay, we're gonna have 11 generals in the next game. That's gonna be way too many generals compared to the number of troops we're gonna have. But okay, here we go. It is the end of the game. We're ready to convert, sort of. So, we have the 7th largest army. Okay. Largest navy. Obviously, being the largest. We are a pirate state. We're supposed to have the largest navy. That makes sense. Most provinces. We actually have the most provinces, really. Interesting. Second highest province value, highest income, highest trade income. Which, actually, hold on. We're gonna have to, like, leave this. But this is what our nation kind of looks like right now. Just the ideas that we end up taking. We did take exploration and expansion, and in hindsight, we really should have removed them as soon as I stopped colonizing. So I didn't have to waste time with them. Because we had them in our slots, but then we weren't really like doing anything with it anymore. But before we exit this and save this for the converter, and I show off the converter settings and whatnot, I need to do some changes here while we're paused. So first off, this entire area over here, all of these provinces, we had them as regular territories. I only put the center of trade. Actually, I didn't even do it here. I'm pretty sure I was supposed to put this in a trade company. I guess I forgot. But now that we're about to convert, what we're going to do is we're going to put everything in a trade company now, so that we release this as a charter company in the next game. So that's going to be all of that here. These are all trade companies. I don't think the charter companies do anything with the investment, so we don't need to pay for that. This one's already in a trade company. And then over here on this side as well, everything in the Polynesian Triangle trade node, we're going to add into a trade company as well. And that should be, I think that's everything. Yeah, Polynesian Triangle extends over to here. So that's every province we have outside of our home territory, or core territory, which is the East Indies. And I think that's it. So now we can save this, and I can show off a bit of the converter before we end the stream. Let's go ahead and save this. Okay. Now I have to add the... Should we just do display capture? I guess we should just do the display capture for this. Okay. And it should be this one. We're gonna move this down. Hold on, let me just resize it. It's gonna look janky. But is that right on the borders? I think that's right on the borders. Okay. And then let me just... Okay, this one's already saved. So we open this. So this is what the converter looks like. And then for the configuration files, I did have... let me just open the folder here. So... where's the configuration files? Okay. So the converter looks like this. The options that we have here, so we can obviously start. We can choose to start in like 1836, but I'm gonna go with the dynamic here, so that we start exactly on the date where the save file ends, which is in January 3, 1821. And then I think we're gonna do leave all, so that means all of all of the nations that still have cores that are dead, they can still be released technically. And then I think we're just gonna go with super regional absolutes, which basically just like the other option would be, I don't want to stick to vanilla pop sizes because it kind of wouldn't make sense in terms of the timeline. This is more of like if you want to do like a basic conversion, but we're gonna go for super regional absolute, which is kind of why development of the provinces is kind of important, because for these other two options, development does pretty much determine how many pops are in the in the states in Victoria 3. And the pops are very important because that's kind of where the pops are kind of what the entire game revolves around. So we're gonna go with that. The world population multiplier, we're gonna modify this. I'm gonna see if like we can generate like a few iterations of like 0.1 increments, because one thing that I did notice with the conversions is as you can see here, the starvation risk. So depending on the size of the global population, you're gonna have like varying degrees of just global starvation, like everyone is starving. So you have to like adjust for that with this. And then I initially was planning on just using the EU4 institutions, but I think it might be better if I just go with Eurocentric, but then I'm gonna change the westernization files. I'm gonna edit these to sort of, we're gonna look at the like tech overall in the world here, and then I'm just gonna adjust the westernization text to kind of rein in everyone. I mean, it does look like everyone's caught up to tech, right? So I might just do like have everyone be on equal footing, but we're gonna use the westernization text anyway and see how that compares to if I just use the EU4 institutions. Because I think the thing with the EU4 institutions is that everyone's just recognized all at the same time, unless they spawn in decentralized, which I don't think is gonna happen. I don't think anyone's... Is there anyone else that's tribal that still exists even? I don't think so. I guess these guys, but no, these guys are already... Yeah, these guys are monarchies already. Oh, no, never mind. We have a tribal kingdom here. Although... Yeah, these guys are not going to spawn decentralized either way. Because I did the law map as well. But yeah, we're probably going to use the westernization text. I'm just going to adjust it so that everyone is still relatively on even footing. But we'll see if the converter decides to spawn other nations as unrecognized, even though they're not far behind in terms of literacy and industrialization. And then we're going to do gradual on the conversion. And then I guess I could do... use westernization status. I'll have to like play around with this, but we can do some sample conversions. Actually, hold on. Let me... I do have the I do have the westernization text file open here, so we can edit it as we go. Let me just see if there's... Everyone I think should be on 30 on Tech 32. Is there anyone who's not? Because if they're not, we're gonna set them back, right? Okay, there are a few nations that are behind on tech. Still. So Alaska is behind on tech. Oh. How do we do them though? Because they're going to be my culture, but then my culture is going to be advanced, but they're not. That makes no sense. Russia. Oh, Russia. You got beat up so bad. You are behind on tech. By 2. Actually 3. Some of the colonies are behind. Revolutionary Estonia, Greece, Westphalia is behind. I guess I can just do it in averages. Okay, with Diplo there are far less people who are behind on Diplo. For Mill, even less. Okay. So it's mostly admin tech that people are behind in. But we can say like this is already just they're not really missing out on too much. But Russia is gonna Russia's gonna get hit bad with this. I think Greece is not even like that far behind either. Yeah, no, it's really just Russia who's behind, huh? Wait. So if I do the text here, I was planning on like I wanted to see what happens if I put everyone on Westernization 9 and just have no one at 10. Because I think that would set everyone's Eurociv level to not 100. But yeah, like if everyone caught up. Although I don't know if I'm gonna be able to like isolate the Russians to be slightly behind. I don't know what group they're in. They'd be in Slavic, right? But even then, they're still pretty much caught up over here. Actually, no. You know what? Let's just see what happens if I just have everybody on the same values, right? Industrialization 9, and then we'll put up everyone's literacy up to 5 and industry up to 5 as well. Although the Ottomans, I don't think the Ottomans exist anymore. They're gone. They're so gone. The Ottomans are gone. So I guess this one doesn't really matter. We'll put these guys on 9, and then let's copy this. Let's see, 5, industry 5, Indians also caught up, 9. And Asia, which includes us, that's definitely we're supposed to be up here too. And then Ethiopian, I don't think they exist either. Yeah, they don't exist. Actually, okay, for the ones that don't exist, we're actually just not gonna... how do I undo this? You know what? Fine, we'll just leave it. We'll just leave it. Same thing here. Yeah, okay, no, we'll leave this. Although I feel like if I leave this and then Ethiopia gets released somehow, I think that's what's gonna happen is they're gonna be like really far behind, which is just gonna be so dumb. Okay, you know what? We'll just edit them in as well. Let's see what happens with this. It's gonna be so... it's gonna be so funny if I end up spawning unrecognized, even though I'm like the second greatest power. I'll put these guys up to 9 as well. Like Sub-Saharan, I mean, it's just Morocco at this point, and I'm pretty sure they're caught up to tech too. Yeah, they're caught up to tech. And then these guys, I mean, I don't think there are any natives that exist still, right? Yeah, there are no natives anymore. They've all been... are these? Oh, we have a native Americans who are still alive, but they're a republic. Okay. We have a few of them actually. Oh, these are all... they're republics. They actually modernized. Okay. I thought they were all just gone, but apparently they're still alive. Okay. Ainu... Oh, Ainu's gone. Right. The converter's gonna stop any wars. Although these guys are technically... yeah, these guys are technically modernized as well. Because they've caught up to tech too. Yeah, okay. No, that's fine. We'll just put them up to Westernization 9 as well. So this is what's... we'll see what happens with this. If I set everybody to Westernization 9 and there's no one who's Westernization 10. And see what happens with the nations. So that's gonna be that. I don't think I need to edit anything else. I should probably back this up though. It's the Westernization text file. This is the thing that I saved. I'm gonna back this up just to make sure I don't lose this later. And also so that if the converter gets updated, we have like a reference for what changes I did. And then we can close that now. And I should probably close this, huh? So we're gonna close the game. I don't think I have anything dangerous on my on my desktop. So this is what the converter looks like. And yeah, so we're gonna use the setting gradual Westernization status. And then we're gonna start with power blocks as well. Stick to super regions. Right, how do I do this? I guess I can use to... yeah, we'll just stick to super regions. I don't want to use the trade regions for the trade company subjects. And then, right, we need to change the... because this one is a different save that I was doing. How do I select this stuff again? Hold on. Wait, how do I... where was the thing that we need to this one needs to go to Victoria 3 folder. And then the mod directory. Okay, that's the mod directory. And then the path to the EU4 save game is where's the Madyas half campaign EU4? That's the one we just did. Okay. And then and what was this? What's this small thing? Oh, where's the folder? Oops. And we'll name this Madyas half campaign test 1. Okay. So let's generate a conversion. This is just going to be a test one. This is not going to be like the final. final one, but while we're waiting for that to convert, actually no, I can't open the launcher just yet for Vic3 because this thing after conversion is gonna put the mod into a mod list, and then I can open the converted save. Could you take the save and put it in space? Things give fears, but it'd be cool. I don't think Earth exists in the endless space universe. And Paradox technically does have Stellaris, so we could convert this to Hoi 4 and then convert that to Stellaris, but I don't want to play Hoi 4 nor Stellaris, so okay. So this is our first test. Let me just hold on. Let me just open the launcher. And oh, okay, nice. It already selected the it already selected the playset. Okay. So here, let me just change my game capture. We're now going to capture Victoria 3. Okay. That was pretty loud actually. So here's Victoria 3 and let's see. Oh my god, that is loud. Let's see what the conversion looks like. This is gonna be like just to see how bad the global starvation is gonna be as well. We can adjust the pop shaping. Oh my god, that is loud. So this is what the world is gonna look like. Oh god. Why is the color the same as the decentralized nations? Okay. So yeah, all of the uncolonized regions in EU4 basically spawn as decentralized powers. So there is still some colonization that will happen. So there's gonna be some scramble for Africa. But yeah, here's Britain's trade companies. They have the Congo already pretty much. Here's our trade company. And there's Kilwa. Well, Chokwe kind of got bigger. It actually got a bit of... Wait, you existed? What the... Where did you come from? I didn't see you before. What the hell? This is what South America looks like. Oh, it doesn't just their I guess it doesn't just their liberty desire, because their independence was supported. Mexican Empire. There's French Mexico, which is not connected. Oh god. But the guys over here became the Apache. Oh, there was another one here? What the hell? Okay, I'm starting to see like some unrecognized powers that I didn't see before. Which is pretty interesting. Illinois. And there's Denmark, Great Britain. Great Britain has, once again, Portugal, because they had them in a PU and then they ate a chunk out of Castile. We'll see what happens with this. And here's Hungary. You had this? Hungary had this? What the f... Oh, they're an unrecognized major? What the... They're unrecognized. What the hell? Okay. Here's the Teutonic Order. And... Wait. Did we actually make everyone unrecognized? Oh yo, hold on. It actually works that way. Interesting. Okay. So, at first I thought that the way the Victoria 3 worked, it would always spawn a recognized power. But it looks like because I put everyone on Westernization 9, everyone is just unrecognized, including me, even though I'm the... at least in Victoria 3's calculations, I am the greatest power in the world right now at 1,000 prestige. Who's number 2? Shun's number 3. Is Great Britain number 2? Great Britain's number 7. What the... Oh, okay, Arabia's number 2. And they're also unrecognized. Oh my god, what is that? Their prestige is 327. I'm at 1,000. What the hell? Russia as Ukraine, China as Taiwan. No, Russia doesn't even have... Russia does not even have Russia, I think. Where's Moscow? I don't know where Moscow is. But, Japan has Taiwan over here. This is... I did not expect this. I did not expect that doing that would actually make everyone unrecognized. This is gonna be an interesting game now because... What happens when everyone is unrecognized? Holy shit, wait. We're cooking, okay. I am gonna have to go in here because I need to see... Oh my god. That's... Our standard of living is so bad. We have... Oh my god. -1. Minus 300... No, 3 million. Per year. Holy shit. Okay, we have to go in. We have to go in and we have to see like... Okay, we have the largest army, cool. We have the largest navy. Okay, that makes sense. Sort of. 91. Shun should have... Wait, my army is massive. What the hell? Did they just not build that many of the... Oh, actually no. I think I know why. Because I think... Because I don't think the AI builds the soldiers' households that much. They build the other things. They build the land force limit ones and the and barracks. But I don't think they build the soldiers' households. Because I had those as well, I think it just spawned me with the stupidly large army. That's how Russia's destroyed France greatly. France is so messed up. Wait, what the? Okay, no, you know what? We'll go in. We have to go in. We have to go in and see what the state of the world is, and then we'll do adjustments to the conversion after. Let's see how bad this looks like. What the? Oh my god. I am spawning in with a deficit of 1 million. Okay, that's not right. What the hell? Oh my god, we have too many freaking government administration. I have to like cut that down. How does starvation look like? We need to see. Actually, hold on first. Let's see the countries here. Yeah, everyone is unrecognized. Holy shit, that's so funny. Okay. Well, that means expansion is gonna be really fast too. Since everyone's unrecognized, the infamy I think is gonna be like really low, like extremely low. Let's see. What happens if I do? Oh, we don't have... Right, because we don't start with interests anywhere. Okay, actually, no, let's check with... Oh, Bengal is really small, though. If I annex them... Annexing Bengal, I mean, they're really small for 8 infamy, okay. Where do I have interests in that I can... Okay, Madras. Vig. If I do Vig and I say I want to take... Oh, okay, actually, never mind. It's still actually relatively high. Unrecognized major power. Ah, because they are an unrecognized. Hmm. Okay, okay, okay. But still, that's expansion might be kind of silly actually when everyone is unrecognized like this. But does that mean that everyone has to? I'm guessing everyone has to like. Everyone has to earn recognition. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is gonna be a really silly game. Let's check the starvation. This is where, yeah, this is. The Americas doesn't have that much starvation because I think they don't have that many pops to begin with, is the thing. My starvation is pretty high. China does not have starvation? Really? I refuse to believe that. I refuse to believe that. They should have like a lot of starvation over here. That makes no sense. Okay, that kind of makes sense that Russia has starvation over here because they've been partitioned really badly. Arabia... Can you imagine starvation in Europe? Over in Germany, they have starvation over here. Yeah, so this is part of the reason why we are gonna have to adjust the pop shaping. Because we went with a factor of like 1.0. We're gonna have to adjust that so that we have like a version of this map where, you know, global starvation is not that bad. Because this is pretty terrible. We'll go for like a conversion that has like the least amount of global starvation. If it's just like one specific country that just has a lot of starvation, I mean, you know, they're fucked. That's just how it goes, I guess, for them. But in this situation where like everybody is kind of starving, we have to fix that. I actually have way more pops than China. Oh my god, what is that difference? I have 207 million to their 80 million. What the? What the hell? Okay, literacy is pretty bad. Yeah, that's expected. I think that makes a lot of sense for a nation that was not really a nation. It was just more of a collection of pirates. What do we even spawn with in terms of... I'm pretty sure we should spawn with private education because we had quality and maritime and naval ideas. Yeah, we do spawn with private schools. So the thing with this is, even though we have an education institution, because this one is based on wealth, and because majority of our population is poor, even if I have this on level 3, we start with every nation that spawns with an education law will spawn with their education institution up at 3. Even though that's the case, because it's wealth based for us, not everybody has access to it. So this makes sense. We're gonna have to fix that over the course of the game. It's gonna be one of the problems we have to fix with our nation. Actually, who has the highest literacy right now? Tatarstan has the highest literacy at 54. What in the world? Are you serious? Okay, what map mode is this? Hold on. What the... how do I unlock this? Bruh. I can't change... Okay, there. Tatarstan over here has the highest literacy. I guess you spawn with public schools? Yeah, you do spawn with public schools, and because your population is small, everybody just got education. This is so stupid. Wait, why do I spawn with isolationism? What the... Actually, I did have, I did went privateer's way. I guess I just spawned with isolationism, huh? I'm gonna have to like double check the law map. Because I'm pretty sure I took something else that would have cancelled this out, so I spawned with something else, but... I guess not. We do start with homesteading because there are no peasants in a pirate republic. Wealth voting, okay. Parliamentary republic, that makes sense. I was expecting that we would spawn with state religion because I reinstated the clergy estate, but I guess I had something else that would push me to total separation, which makes sense. Technically, for a pirate republic. It'd be cool if you opened up victory in every country was part of the USA. Can you imagine the body creative? we could make that scenario. But in this current timeline that we have right now, the US is just all Illinois, apparently. Even though they're the US is just this, and then we have big Illinois. Actually, what's their primary cultures? Franco-Canadian culture and Cajun is their primary cultures in the U. Oh, this world is so stupid. This is gonna be funny once we start playing this next week. Alright, like I mentioned, we do, since these are since we have these are as trade company provinces, they spawn as charter company subjects. And I think, oh, we don't spawn, okay, we don't spawn with a power block. I guess we needed more subjects if we wanted to spawn up our own power block, but I guess we could just make our own anyway. Chuns started with their own power block, which is kind of weird. Jaunpur has their own power block. Wait, hold on, wait a minute. Why did the game give these guys power blocks, but they didn't give me a power block? What the hell? Bruh. I guess they don't include charter companies. They have to be like an actual nation and not a charter company subject, huh? Okay. Yeah, the Arabian Association and then the British Dominion. It makes sense. And then, like I said, the Holy Roman Empire. Although this is gonna collapse because yeah, they're fractured right now. Because the leader of the. Are you serious? The leader is Saxony? I thought the emperor was Burgundy. What? Oh well, either way, like, yeah, this power block, the HRE is immediately gonna explode once the unpause happens. The issue with us being on a deficit, I think we just fix that by removing a lot of the. Well, first off, we're gonna remove subsidies, but also just removing a lot of the government administration, because right now, yeah, so we're paying 728,000 in government administration. We have like too much bureaucracy. We're just gonna delete that because that's eating the global supply of paper. But also, I did not expect that we would spawn with isolationism. I thought the economic ideas I had did I forget to change something before we converted? I might have. I'm gonna have to like double check. But I'm pretty sure I'm not supposed to spawn with isolationism. I'm pretty sure I got something else to cancel that out. I am sure we're spawning with consumption-based taxation, which is bad. We have to get out of this and just go into something better, like per capita, so we actually make money. Oh, I guess that's another reason why we're not actually making money, because we're in consumption-based taxation. I have to actually put consumption taxes to get anything. Yeah, because we have no taxes right now. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. The market shortages, this one does. This one's really bad. Right, we had espionage ideas, so that's why we started with secret police, I guess. I'm probably gonna change that to guaranteed liberty, since we start, technically we start liberal because of the because we're a pirate republic. We're just gonna lean into that heavily and just be like the most liberal country on earth. So we're gonna try and get guaranteed liberties and go down from censorship all the way to protected speech eventually. And then obviously we're gonna try and get this down to multiculturalism at some point. What else? Actually, how do my buildings look? What do we have? Do we have food industries? We have textile mills, furniture manufacturers. Okay. We have a lot of paper mills. We have 142 paper mills, and somehow we still have. Oh wait, no, this is fabric. Never mind. Actually, a lot of these are not productive. I'm guessing because a lot of these are not. No, they're fully employed. That makes no sense. Pirates won't seize the means of production? Nah. No, we're pirates, we're not communists. We're not, like, I'm not gonna go command economy here. Or, like, I'm not even gonna go cooperative ownership, I think. We'll see what I end up doing for the economic side. But, yeah, this is... this is interesting. Oh, actually, what companies can we make something? I haven't listed down the companies I was gonna plan on building or establishing. How does their tech look like as well? Wait. No. Okay, we're fairly advanced on society, I guess, but we're on era 1 for production and for military. What the Oh, we're gonna fall so behind because of our literacy too. Oh my god. This is gonna be... At least we have a big army and navy as a deterrence, but holy shit. This is gonna be so dumb. This is gonna be so dumb. Okay. Let's... oh, I don't have the display capture on this one. Let's see. If we go back, right? Go back to the options. We can try... yeah, we'll try doing like increments of 0.1 decreasing. So we started with 1. We can go to 0.9 and then convert that and see. I'll probably do like 0.9, 0.8 all the way down to like 0.5. I think is if we go too low, what's gonna end up happening is some areas just don't have enough population to even employ stuff, so they're still gonna have starvation anyway, but for a different reason. So I think we'll go from 0.9 to 0.5 and just try and see which conversion has like the least amount of global starvation. And then on top of that, I might do some more double checking with the law maps, because I am kind of not sure if I'm supposed to spawn with isolationism. I think the others make sense. I think I am supposed to spawn with some... Actually, no, hold on. I'm supposed to spawn with universal suffrage as a pirate republic. I'm not supposed to spawn with wealth voting. Hold up. Yeah, that's not right, actually. Yeah, there are definitely some things that we're gonna have to like look into first and change and fix. But in terms of what the map will look like on the conversion, yeah, this is what the world is gonna look like. It looks... it actually doesn't look that bad the more I look at it, but Persia, Russia, and Arabia being like different shades of green and they're all like next to each other. Kind of silly. The worst border gore, I think, is just like over here. But you don't want to trade price. That's not very surprising. That's true. Yeah, I'll just have to double check the law map because there is a combination of government reforms you could take that would give you that would convert into like something more open. But maybe I just took something else and then just made myself isolationist somehow. But it does make sense. If I did take the options that would make me isolationist and I just didn't realize it, like okay, then yeah, we're just gonna start isolationist. I've never played isolationist before. We'll see how that works, I guess. Also, why is this unacceptable? Why do we have landowners as a pirate republic? That makes no sense. What the fuck? Hold on. That doesn't make sense. Anyway, I think that's gonna be it for now. That's gonna be it for now. We are gonna continue this. Well, I'm gonna like do some changes, or like double checks and more changes to make sure that the conversion is like not completely bonkers. But we will continue this in Victoria 3 next week on Tuesday as well. As for the next stream, we will be continuing with the XCOM 2 run on Thursday, and then on Saturday we'll finally go back to Endless Space 2 to continue, to continue the final faction run with the Umbral Choir. So that's gonna be the schedule for this week. I hate balance games, so you're not too powerful to start. Yeah. Definitely. I mean, I don't mind being like very powerful at the very beginning. We could do some world policing. But that also, I guess, is not natural. Not the natural progression for a pirate state, which basically just recently modernized into a proper state. Because that's gonna be what our lore is in this timeline. Is just we finally formalized our nation. But yeah, we'll see how things go here. And like I said, the schedule for the next streams is gonna be XCOM 2 on Thursday, Endless Space 2 on Saturday, and then we'll continue this in Victoria 3 next Tuesday. So we'll see how things go. Thanks to Kairos, William the Wolfman, and Spar for dropping by. For everyone else, wherever and whenever you're watching from, whether it's live or the VOD, whether it's on YouTube or on Twitch, have a good day, good night. Take care. And I'll see you on Thursday for some XCOM 2. Hopefully, I don't get any more stressful missions there. Oh god. I remember what we ended up doing in XCOM 2 though. Ugh.